Hello, my amazing artist. This is Mrs. Y with Artists in Schools, and I am here to inspire you to learn about the elements of art today. So I have created this really fun character, and his name is Marty, the Elements of Art Monster. So he is going to teach you today one of the 7 elements of art today, and we have decided on the elements of art is going to be colors. So if you notice, this really fun character here is holding balloons. And so the balloons that he is holding, if you notice, they have the primary colors, which are red, yellow, and blue. And if you mix 2 of those primary colors together, you get a secondary color. So if you mix red and yellow, you get orange. If you mix yellow and blue, you get green. If you mix red and blue, you get purple. So Marty had a great time creating this wonderful drawing for you today. And boys and girls, you can use any medium of your choice. You can color this with color crayon, you can use Sharpies, markers, colored pencils. You can even use paint, watercolor, whatever you have in your home. So just have a good time and remember, you can do it. You are the best at everything that you try really hard with. So I am going to drop my camera down so that I can teach you how to create this really fun drawing here. So we are going to get started. So Marty decided that it would be a fun way to learn the elements of art by doing this fun project with you. So boys and girls, I am going to use my Sharpie so that you're able to see this a little bit better. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that you have plenty of space for your balloons on the top here. So we are going to first create this circle. Okay, so just a plain old circle. Then we are going to create the horizon line going straight at the bottom. And do you see his body kind of comes down to that line there? So it's not underneath the circle, but if you did yours underneath the circle, it's okay, don't worry. So once I have the circle here and the horizon line, now I'm going to create Marty's eyes. So I'm going to make 2 more circles, and those eyes could be any shape that you want. Remember, this is my monster Marty, but if you want to create your monster to be triangle, rectangle, any shape you want, you can certainly do that. Okay, so now I'm going to create the inside of his eyes. So I'm going to create 2 more half circles, and then I'm going to create a small circle inside and then a smaller one off the opposite side of that circle. And when I'm creating these circles in the inside of the eye, I have to create the other circle on the same side, otherwise my monster is going to look wonky. So if you want your monster to look wonky, it's okay. You can go ahead and create those circles anywhere you want inside the eye. So I'm going to fill that in. So once I have that filled in, then you get a better perspective of the circles in the eyes. So this is pretty much done here. Boys and girls, just really quickly, you can fill it in later or you can do it now. It's totally up to you. Then I'm going to give him a nose, and his nose is going to be an upside down U. Not too big of a U, but just a little small one so that you're able to see his nose. Then on each side of his eyes, I'm going to give him an upside down V. You see that, boys and girls? This V here, I'm going to go in the center of the V, and I'm going to bring it straight across to the other side of the center. Look at that, my Marty has a funny smile. Isn't he cute? Then I'm going to bring another U shape, but this U shape is going to be really super long. And it went from one side of the V to the other. And this is just giving the illusion that his mouth is open. So once I create that long U shape, now I'm going to create almost a small U shape on one side and then another small U shape on the other. And that is going to give him his tongue so that you can tell that he is laughing. Because usually when we laugh, our mouth opens up really big. You can see our tongue as we're laughing. So I'm going to give him 2 teeth. You can give those teeth fangs, which are a V shape, and you can give it a pointy end or you can give it a rounded end. It's totally up to you. Then you can give him 2 more teeth right below his smile, and those are upside down V's. So once I created his eyes and his smile, now I'm going to create the horns. Now remember, boys and girls, my Marty has horns, but if you do not want horns, you do not have to have horns. So I'm creating a flat C. Then I'm going to create another flat C facing the first flat C. Those almost look like bug ears, right? Like antennas. So then I'm going to create a little bit wider on this part of his head, and then it's going to go thin into the top. So I'm going to come straight to the tip of that first line there. Same thing on the other side. It's a little bit wider, going thinner as I get to the top. There you go. He's got his little horns there. Now what I'm going to create are some lines just to give you the dimension so that you know this horn is rounded. I'm going to kind of give it a curved line. And the curved line is almost like a really long U. And it is going to give the illusion that these horns are curved. So when you give it a curved line, it makes you know that these are rounded horns. Okay, boys and girls, now I'm going to give him his feet. So I'm going to create two parallel lines. If you don't know what parallel means, it means two lines that are together. So side by side, but not touching. Then what I'm going to do is give him 3 C's. So 1, 2, 3. And these C's are touching to where it almost looks like they're back to back. You see that? Now I'm going to do the opposite side, and these C's are going to be facing the first C's. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. Look at that, boys and girls. So he has his toes. He's ready to go. Now I'm going to bring the bottom part of the first C and connect it to that line. And the same with the other side. So now he has a toe, or his feet. Doing the same thing with the other side, bringing the bottom of that C and connecting it to the parallel line, and bringing a line on the other side. So I have connected his feet together. So boys and girls, we are now going to create his arms. I have another set of parallel lines, and if you notice, they are at a diagonal. So we are going to do the same thing here, creating 2 lines diagonally, and they're both going up because Marty is going to be carrying all these balloons. So now I'm going to create his fingers. So I'm going to create his thumb sticking up. Then I'm going to make 3 almost flat circles. They almost look like ovals. So 1, 2, and 3. And the reason why I'm making them flat is because it's going to look like he's holding on to something. So his hands are folded over. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to create his thumb is up, and then 1, 2, and 3. So you see that Marty is ready to grab his balloons. So on this side over here, I'm going to create almost an oval shaped balloon, and I'm going to give it 3 hoops. 1, 2, 3. That is my first balloon. Then I'm going to create another balloon, and 1, 2, 3 hoops. And let me see, one more balloon. So each side is going to have 3 balloons, boys and girls, and the 3 balloons is because we are doing cool colors on one side and warm colors on the other side. So if you see here, your cool colors are purple, blue, and green, and your warm colors are red, orange, and yellow. So now Marty has 3 balloons. Now I'm going to create those lines coming down, which is the string. There's 1, 2, and this one here is going to curve in between those balloons. So he has his string of balloons. Now I'm going to bring that string coming from the bottom of his hand. So there you go, boys and girls. Look at how cute that looks. We're going to move on to the other side, creating 3 balloons for the warm side. So I'm going to create my oval shape. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to make the 3 loops. The 3 loops just kind of gives the balloon character. If you don't want to make a loop, it's okay. It's up to you. There's 1, 2, and 3 strings, and 1, 2, and 3 strings. So boys and girls, look at my Marty, the Elements of Art monster. He has 3 balloons on each of his hands because we are going to create those balloons to be warm colors and cool colors. And don't forget, boys and girls, we have the colors that you mix together to create these other colors. So for instance, red and yellow makes orange, red and blue makes purple, yellow and blue make green. So color, Marty, any color of your choice and create those balloons. If you want to add more balloons to the background or anything else, you are more than welcome to do whatever you choose. I hope you had a great time. Boys and girls, I am so excited to be here with you. I can't wait to see you in the classroom. And thank you for joining me in the locker. Thank you, Mrs. Y.